So hello YouTube, I'm Brian, and today I'm going to be doing messing around with a little virtual reality with space and all that fun stuff. And so right now I'm loading a program called Nightshade. This is an older version because the newer version was freaking me out and I didn't know how to use it. And so we use this software for our planetarium at my school. And so what it basically is, it's just a universe, our universe, and it's like a little, just gives you all the planets and galaxies and nebulas and all you would need. So first off, you can see there's north, south, east, and west, a little clock, and so yeah, here we go. So the first thing I want to show you is when most people look at the sky for the first time with, of course, no clouds, and you can see clearly. Let me turn off the atmosphere and the ground a second. Okay, is this really this big old cloud thing, and if I turn off all the stars you can see it really well. And of course this is our own Milky Way. So because we're in the middle of it, or near the middle, we see the inside, and this cloud there is basically just all the stars, gas, and nebulas that are inside our Milky Way. So after getting through all that, let me turn the stars back on. So first off, while we're still on galaxies, we're going to go to one of my favorite galaxies. It's called M104. So this galaxy is nicknamed the Sombrero Galaxy, and if I zoom on in, it looks like that. And so I guess it kind of looks like a sombrero. It's very flat. Don't worry about we're not going to be getting to this galaxy any time soon, because it is, according to the distance, it is 29.3 million light years. So in space, because things are just so far away, we measure things in light years instead of miles and kilometers and whatever else you're using. And so light years is how long does it take for light to go from one point to the other. So it's traveling around like 3 million miles an hour, something like that. I don't know what it is in kilometers, but this is how long. So basically we're seeing this photo in 29.3 million years ago. And so of course galaxies, they're not small. This photo might look small, but they're huge. They're millions of light years across, but they're but they're really thin. They might be like just a couple light years up and down. And so of course what's contained in galaxies is your nebulas, your stars, of course your planets going around the stars. And so in the old days, like basically before telescopes, the ancient astronomers would use constellations, and so here's some of them that are up right now. And of course they're usually just like little drawings of famous people in mythology and all that good stuff. But yeah, and then I can pull up all the names as well. Yeah, it was the Little Dipper. Just all these, some of these are crazy shapes and all that stuff. And I'm trying to find one. Yeah, here. And so most people are like, oh, it's the big. They always try to find the Big Dipper, but most people don't know is that the Big Dipper is not actually called the Big Dipper. It's actually called Ursa Major. And this is it right here, just right there. And what it is, it's a bear. Do you see a bear? I don't see a bear. So to help with that, I have the constellation art. And yep, it's a bear. And some of these, of course, are kind of crazy. Like the one down here, it's a lion, but it's two dogs. So clever. They had very good imagination back then. So we turn all these off. Solar system has 8 planets. So here I can show you some of them. We're going to go to Jupiter. There it is pointed, and we're going to zoom in on it. And of course Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. And so really cool thing is it's got all these little dots around the screen. They're not stars, they're actually moons. And Jupiter's got a bunch of them. So then I can speed up time here and you can see them all rotating around it. I believe these are moons. And, of course, the ones closer to Jupiter are spinning much faster. So you can see these guys are whizzing around, like, really fast. And slower ones, I can also pull up the names of them. Where are they? There. So that's Io, you got Europa. And can I get any others? I don't know what I'm pulling up right now. So yeah, turn those off. And so most people think, oh, space is full of a bunch of nothing, and yeah, so space is full of there's a bunch of black areas and spaces where you would think there's nothing there. So one guy, he had too much time on the Hubble Space Telescope. He aimed the telescope at just a random point in space and took pictures, and people were saying, oh, you shouldn't waste all your time on the Hubble Space Telescope looking at a black spot. And what happened is this. So let me go to it. Hubble field. And so, of course, it's like right here, and it looks like there's nothing here at all. Nothing important, no galaxies, no stars even. But when they took the photo, hey, there's a lot of galaxies and stars there. So our universe there's no real black areas. It's just the light's so faint that you just can't see it. So yeah, there's galaxies everywhere, and these are all galaxies. So these aren't stars. Except for that guy, that's a star. So yeah, this is of course my first video I've made for using this cool, revolutionary virtual reality stuff. I have been trying it out a little bit. If there is a little, like, fading and glitching of the screen, it's not because of your phone. I think it's because of my computer, because it's having issues with, I'm overloading the CPU a little bit. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be coming out with more of these little facts about our universe using this program, and probably 360 view. So until then, I'm Brian,